Dollar Store 123 is a familiar brand here in New Zealand, but very few people know the inspiring story of the family behind it and the man who started it all. Here's Glenna with that story.
This is Joseph Choi, the man behind Dollar Store 123. The chain of discount stores is now a well-established business, but this wasn't always the case. When the Choi family came to New Zealand, they were excited about starting over. Joseph was a successful businessman in Korea who wanted to slow things down and spend more time with his family.
I came to New Zealand in 1995. I chose this country because it has a good image. I had traveled to New Zealand before and found it very beautiful. More than this, I found the people even more beautiful than the environment.
The family had considerable savings, but they needed to make a living. Joseph decided to go into retail, but with a twist: retail goods at discount prices.
I was surprised how much people here had to pay for things that would have been much cheaper in Korea. So I found a niche market where I can offer lower prices. That way, I could contribute to the country and the people, and also succeed in business.
In April of 1995, they opened the very first store in Birkenhead. Joseph believes it was the first of its kind in the country, and all ran smoothly until the Asian financial crisis hit the business.
The time was like a nightmare. Because of the sudden fluctuation in foreign exchange, products which were sold at $2 end up being manufactured at $2. It was difficult for us. The only way we could cope with the crisis was to cut costs. We lost all our employees, and Hannah and I were left to deal with everything.
Cutting costs also meant he could no longer travel. Joseph lived alone in Asia, many miles from his family.
As you can expect, I miss them a lot. I was like a deaf and a dumb. I couldn't speak English, I couldn't hear either, so I felt very isolated, just like all my family members did.
I would always ask myself, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? What's become of my dream of living with my family in that beautiful country? But Hannah gave me strength by saying, I believe in you. I know you can do it. You can make it. She would always pray for me and the family.
$1 million worth of investments was gone, and they were forced to live apart. It was enough to make anyone quit and go back home. But they held on for more than 3 years until things started to pick up again.
What helped me stay hopeful were customers who support us even though we were strangers, especially the elderly New Zealanders who would come often and smile at us and joke with us. We couldn't clearly understand them, but we could tell from their smiles that they cared. They gave us courage. Without them, we wouldn't be here today.
Now Dollar Store 123 has 29 branches all over New Zealand and over 100 employees.
He's quite nice to everyone, regardless what she is doing or what he is doing in the company. He treats all of them equally.
With a business now stable, Joseph has turned his attention to a new adventure: mission work. Together with members of the Quang Lim Methodist Church, Joseph went to Fiji and Vanuatu to help build roads and schools. The church is grateful for Joseph's all-out support.
So I no doubt at all his leadership must be successful in his mission and his business field.
I'm thankful for everything I have in life, and I know it's time to give back to God what we have received.
I agree with Joseph. We have enough. We have more than enough. And I believe that when God gives you something, He doesn't give it to you for your own purpose. He gives it to you so you can share with others.
The Chois hope their story will inspire other families to persevere, to support one another in the face of difficulties, and succeed in building a new life in a new country.